Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy day after Christmas post Eve, I guess, if you want to call it that. Hopefully you had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did. Absolutely got an opportunity to spend some time with the grandbaby. Got to spend some time with my awesome wife. Got to spend some time with at church and my fellow Christians celebrating the birth of Christ. So absolutely had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Getting closer to my birthday coming up here in just this coming Sunday. Excited to be about that. I'm going to be the big 60. Can you believe it? 60. I'm going to be 60. I can't believe it. I don't know. I don't know what 60 is supposed to feel like, but other than my knee just driving me crazy this week, I don't know. I don't really feel 60. I feel maybe 40-ish. I don't know. When I was 40, I felt pretty good. When I was 30, I felt really, really good. So almost happy 2023. Today, I'm going to jump in and just share with you some indicators, share with you why it's important to get into class. Got a really cool special training coming up. I'm going to jump right into that. If you don't know me, my name's Forrest Knight, social media marketing strategist and trader and coach. And my entire mission in life is to offer you solutions to help you make money. Cool. So if you're over on YouTube, like, subscribe, do whatever you do. Feel free to jump in and do that. So we're going to jump right over here really quick. I'm going to show you a quick screen share, show you why I think trading is really, really cool. Share an opportunity with you to get enrolled in classes, especially when we have a 5-day KickStart coming up here. It's going to start on January 8th and go through the 12th. It's going to be offered in English and Spanish. To enroll in that, you're simply going to come to, there's a link in the description here somewhere. If you're on Twitter, you may not be able to see it. Just reach out to me and I'll get you that link. But you're basically going to come here. You're going to fill out this form, get started there. When you get that form filled out, it's going to take you down here to the bottom of the page. You click on this 5-day Kickstart. It's $699, which includes your first month of subscriptions, which is normally $179. So you get all of this for $699. I would highly recommend, if you really want to kickstart your trading, you really want to jump in. Maybe you've got a little bit of experience. You don't have a lot of experience. If you're currently enrolled in Elevate, I would come in and you're just not really want to really kickstart it. Come down here and enroll in this. Add this to your cart, get enrolled. Get this handled. And I think this will be a big deal. Again, that's a Sunday through a Thursday, I think it is, for the classes. Basically, again, it's going to be from January 8th to the 12th. It's a Sunday through a Thursday. Spanish and English classes are available. Wanted to throw that out at you really, really quick. So let's jump in here and talk about indicators. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free just to shoot me a text and we can set up a time to talk. Very, very quickly. Why using too many indicators can drive you crazy. Moving all over, it helps with indecision. Some of the things that you'll learn in class. And there's so much going on in the trading market. You literally have to find your style of trading, find something that works for you, and just learn how to dance with it, as I call it. And you'll notice I talk a lot about trading gold. So in terms of the trading the gold experience, here I'm on the 1-minute chart. We're talking about scalping in this indication. I talked about using what we call a chandelier indicator along with my MACD chandeliers. These simply little buy and sell opportunities here. Now, this can look a little bit confusing. Also using the Fibonacci candles. Now, Fibonacci candles tell me when I've got a lot of wicking going on, there's a lot of indecision in the market. There's buyers and sellers. There was a nice little spike right here just for a few minutes. It was very, very quick. You could have jumped in on this trade depending on your lot size and made a nice little bit of money. Not a lot. But again, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4-minute trade right here. It's still running into sell position. Again, the gold typically reacts directly to the dollar. So this, if you get used to this dance, and again, you've got to look at your indicators. Would this have been a good entry right here? My MACD showing my green dot. I've got a nice open space in this area. It comes up. I'm below my zero line. So typically that tells me no, I wouldn't be in that. However, let's jump up to a little bit higher time frame. I'm going to jump up to the 5-minute and take a look at that. Now the 5-minute, let's hit refresh so we can scroll this down here. The 5-minute is telling me that my sell I would have entered up here, right? The 1 minute was telling me a buy. This is telling me a sell on the 5 minutes. So I would have been in here on a sell market. I would have came. You see, got a lot of space again. This is just using these indicators. Got a lot of wicks going on my candle. So this may have not been a good entry because you would have been up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Buyer, seller, buyer, seller, buyer, seller, buyer, seller. A lot going on. If I switch over to traditional candles, you'll see what I mean, right? Looks like a Christmas tree going on in here. So you would have had, if you were sitting there looking at your phone, do I open, do I close, do I open? Again, this is a scalping move. Would have driven yourself a little bit nuts. When you're looking at Heikinaichi candles, one of the things you're looking for are consistent candles like these two right here. You can see these two candles right here. If you excuse me, I'm looking over here so I can see my screen a little bit better. That's why I'm not looking directly at the camera. So it's not like I'm ignoring you. I've actually got another monitor like sitting right here. So I'm looking at that monitor. I could probably position my camera over here, but then anyway, I want to stay right here. So that's just why if you're new to watching, you're not looking, talking to the side of my head. It's just really hard to see. But anyway, these two candles right here would indicate that this is going into sell move. I'm going to wait on this next candle to see where it's wicking. The wicks have gone. I've just got wicks on the bottom, which tells me typically this trade could be going again in this direction. Again, I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame. If I go up to the 15 minute, right, 15 minute, less wicks, fewer wicks in here, right? I could have entered this trade back here a little bit. Again, I've got my MACD telling me I've got a red dot. I've got quite a bit of open in this space because I could have opened this trade here on a short position right around 7 o'clock an hour ago and just let it run down to here. And I would have made a nice little bit of money in this trade. Again, there's buyers and sellers jumping in and out. So your MetaTrader 4 is going to go up and down and up and down and up and down as it makes its way to the profit. Of course, you can open and close trades in here to take the profit anytime. So if you're in profit, close it, run it, open it again. Again, on scalping, it's just your scalping style. How do you want your style? And then, of course, if you go all the way up to the 1 hour, right, gives you a little bit different look on the 1 hour. My 1 hour says I had buyers in the market back here on Thursday, December 22nd, right? I could have opened up a trade back here using my chandelier indicator and just let that bad boy run all the way up to here, right? Would have made a nice little bit of money. Or back here on December 22nd at midnight, I could have opened a sell position and let that run all the way down here till 2 o'clock that afternoon. So again, a lot of opportunities in here on the larger time frame, depending on which time frame you want to use, how you want to stay in the market, simply using this one indicator along with the MACD. Now let's get a little bit confusing. Let's go back to the 1 minute. And this is where using too many indicators can drive you nuts. Sometimes it can help. Sometimes it can be a little bit of an aversion to what you're doing. So let's go in here and let's turn on the Oracle. All right, some people use this Oracle. You see it's not anywhere even on my time frame here. But just turn on the cloud, right? Just say somebody wants to use the cloud. Now, some of the rules of the cloud are this, right? Anything, if you're used to using the cloud, I've got a couple of the features of the cloud. I've got the base and conversion lines turned off on the cloud right now to keep this a little bit more clean. And in this scenario, you see I've got a seller's cloud up here, right? I've got the lagging span below price. Everything tells me this is a selling opportunity, right? So long, I've got a double confirmation now. So this is good confirmation. I've got a sellers entering the market. I'm below the zero line. I've got below my cloud, price is out of the cloud. Lagging span is underneath price. Everything is pointing down. Everything tells me here in this move, I should be in a selling position. And there's my Oracle popping up way down here. Here's my Oracle. Typically, price is going to run to the Oracle and it's going to stall out. Watch, it just happens, right? So this is one indicator that I could use on this time frame. Now, if I go up to the next time frame using these same indicators, right? Still, let me hit refresh to score this up a little bit. Still sort of the same type of situation. I've got my seller's cloud. I'm underneath price. I'm underneath the cloud. Everything's pointing down. I'm coming down right down to my Oracle. So everything here tells me. Now here's where the indecision comes in, right? Because I've got sellers enter the market here with my MACD. I've got my chandelier telling me to sell, but I'm above the cloud. My lagging span would be above the cloud. Now I'm in indecision because do I use the rules of the cloud or do I use the rules? Which rules do I use? Do I wait till I get down here underneath the price? Once price hits here, it goes into a consolidation mode or a ranging mode, if you want to call it that. One of the lessons that I learned is you can create what you call a breakout box. So you could have put a breakout box in here and said, okay, I got to wait till it breaks out the box to make my move. And then you wait all the way from up here, where if you're just using chandelier, you would have got in somewhere up here, right, when it hits sell, and you would just sort of let it run and run and run and run. You would have had a little consolidation, and you would have let it run down here and taken profit based on just using those two indicators prior to. However, now on this time frame, on the 5 minute, right, now we're a little bit of indecision. I'm above the cloud. I'm not supposed to go into a selling position above the cloud. Again, this is just stuff that I learned in class, right? So do I do this move and then do I wait till the break? Do I wait till the price breaks below or above here? But again, I've got a selling cloud. I'm underneath my cloud. So this should be a sell. So do I wait till I get into entry all the way down here? You could, right? You could wait, right? Sometimes one of my coaches and instructors said sometimes it's pound paid to wait. Sometimes you just wait because you got a lot of wicking. Got a lot of wicks going on up here. So prices have been up and down and up and down. If you go to traditional candles, you would have seen this looks like a Christmas tree, right? So you could have waited all the way until you got some bigger candles to jump in this. Again, we're on the 5 minute. So let's jump up to the 15 minute and see what that looks like and hit a refresh on this, get this centered a little bit better, right? Again, if you want to get in the 5-day Kickstart, I'm leaving this up here, so I'm making my point here. Highly recommend. Click on the link in the bio. Go get enrolled in this class. First month enrollment's free. Now this is a little bit cleaner. It's a little bit cleaner look, right? So let's go back here to Friday, December 23rd, right? All the way back here before Christmas. Everything in this move right here is telling me that this is a buy, like all the way up here to the lagging span breaks through the price. Again, we're going to have a lot of sellers jumping in the market. Got a little consolidation right here. A little consolidation right here, sort of working its way up until it does what I call a right-hand turn and heads towards a sell. However, everything on this is telling me buy, buy, buy. I've got my buy chandelier. I've got my buyers in the market. I go above my zero line. I've got a nice clean move all the way up here, right? Coming all the way into this area. I've got some sellers jumping in the market. So I may have closed out my trade right here when I got to this dot and just wait. Right? I'm waiting. I'm watching. Oh, there's my lagging span. Typically, when lagging span is in price, you don't trade, right? You stay out of it. It broke below the price now, which means sellers in the market. However, I've got a lot of consolidation on my MACD, so may or may not been a good time to get in. But then I've got sellers jumping in the market. So now here's where the indecision comes in. Chandelier says sell, right? MACD says sell. I'm above my zero line, which is a buying indicator. I'm also above my cloud. So do I get in or out of the trade? I'm also above my Oracle. So what would this be? This would be considered a counter trend trade, a counter trend move to take this opportunity here. However, if I turn off my cloud and I turn off my Oracle, now this just tells me sell, right? So now my indecision has been taken away because I'm just using these two indicators. So I stay in a sell mode. Now this still is a counter trend trade based on using, not Fibonacci's. That's a whole nother training there. Using my cloud and using my Oracle, this would be a counter trend trade, right? Let's go up to the hour and take a look at the hour. See what that looks like. Coming up to my 1 hour time frame. Again, got a lot of buyers in the market here, depending on, am I using the cloud? Am I using my chandelier? If I'm using the cloud in this move, right? If I'm using the cloud in this move, I've got buyers in the market. I've got my lagging span above price, right? Everything here tells me this is a buyer's move here until I get into the cloud, right? Till I get into the cloud. Now, do I stay in the cloud or do I get out of the cloud? If I turn the cloud off, right? Turn the cloud off, turn my Oracle off, and I just stay with the chandelier opportunity. Buyers, now I'm going to have a lot of ranging. I'm going to do some drawdown here. It's going to come back. It's going to go in some ranging. Then it's going to take off, and it's going to run up here, especially when I get above the zero line. It's going to run right up. I'm going to have my sellers jump back in the market, so I close out my trade, and get out. So there's a lot of things you can do, but wait, Forrest, what if I use this indicator, right? What if I use my fast indicator? Excuse me, notes. What if I use my fast indicator on this exact same trade? Chandelier was telling me to get in down here, right? Fast indicator says, wait till I get my green X, wait till I see my purple cloud, wait till price is above my gold line. I wouldn't have entered till I got right here and ran that right up here, right? That would have been my trade if I'm using this indicator, the fast indicator system. You see, I've got a lot here coming down. Now, this would have been if I'm using my fast, I would have waited till this price got below the orange line, would have entered and let it run all the way down here. Sometimes price stalls out at the Oracle. It didn't. It ran all the way down here. That would have been a nice little trade if I'm just using my fast system, and that's all I'm using. Now, the chandelier told me to enter sell, enter a sell here, right? Get into that trade and run it all the way down to the bottom. So just depends on what you're looking at. And again, if you're using too many indicators, you can definitely get confused when trading. So I highly recommend you find one that works, one that you can dance with, one that you can use, one that's going to work for you, one that's going to fit into your trading style. Practice it on a demo account, practice it on a demo account, practice it on a demo account, and keep practicing it until you figure out how it dances. And once you figure out the dance, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to make money. And just practice. You know, if you get a lot of wicking on a Heikinaichi candle, it's probably not a good idea to trade because you got a lot of indecisions. So once you learn those trading skills, once you learn the skill that works for you, and then of course find a pair that you like to trade, whether it's gold, silver, oil, and I actually say those are commodities and metals, right? Once you find something to trade, right, learn how that dances. Maybe you want to trade the euro against the pound. Maybe you want to trade the Japanese yen against the New Zealand dollar. Maybe you want to trade the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Whatever it is, find something that you can watch and learn how it dances, right? What is it? Why? What causes oil to go up versus down, right? Find the indicator, find the economic indicator that's going to tell you why oil is changing direction. Find the economic indicator that's going to tell you why gold is in a long position versus a short position. Find the economic indicator that's going to tell you why the US dollar versus the New Zealand dollar or the Australian dollar is going to make its move in the direction it's going to go. And once you figure out what that dance is, right, and you learn that dance and you practice that dance, you're going to become a good trader. However, to learn all that stuff, you need to get in class and hang out with other people so you can brainstorm, get into a nice community that you can ask questions, that you can use a demo account that doesn't cost a lot of money, and plan on and making a commitment, just like you would if you're going to go to college to get an engineering degree or become a pharmacist or become a doctor. You spend tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college, right, to get a job. And there's nothing wrong with jobs, and some jobs don't pay much after you spent thousands, tens of thousands of dollars going to college. There are not a lot of high paying jobs out there, whereas you can spend 24 months learning how to trade, probably spend maybe $4,000, $5,000 in classes, learn how to trade. And as you're learning how to trade, you can actually make money, about 90 to 120 days, or you take the KickStart class that I just told you about and almost start making money immediately, because you can plug in the classes. You can watch the actual educators who are traders trading, cheat off the smart kids, take their trades, right? Apply that to your learning, and you can make money while you trade. So absolutely, I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, help you make a lot of money. Have an awesome 2023. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.